This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Well, yesterday, Donald Trump sat down with Fox News' Chris Wallace for an interview, and in it, he was asked about veterans and the troops and the military. He was asked questions about what should be super easy things for him, since he never misses a moment to run his suck about how militaristic he is. Specifically, Wallace asked Trump about not only why he skipped out on a ceremony for World War I Marines killed at the Battle of Belleau Woods, but he also asked our super lazy, disrespectful turd of a president why he decided to skip out on a ceremony honoring our fallen warriors on Veterans Day in Washington, D.C. at Arlington National Cemetery, which is literally a couple of miles from the cheeseburger-stained sheets in his bedroom at the White House. Watch this dizzying array of rapid-fire excuse-making.
Here's the question. You're back in Washington on Monday, Veterans Day. Why don't you go across the river to Arlington for that ceremony? Barack Obama went every year he was here in D.C.
I should have done that. I was extremely busy on calls for the country. We did a lot of calling, as you know.
But this is Veterans Day.
I probably, in retrospect, I should have. And I did last year. And I will virtually every year. But we had come in very late at night. And I had just left, literally, the American Cemetery in Paris. And I really probably assumed that was fine. And I was extremely busy because of affairs of state, doing other things.
Why?
But I would have done it.
So, in roughly half a minute, he powered through 10 weak-ass excuses for choosing to prioritize other things over honoring our heroic war dead. If it weren't so pathetic, it would be funny. The question shifted to why Donald Trump, the commander-in-chief of our armed forces, has been in office for almost 2 full years and has chosen not to visit troops serving in war zones overseas. His pansy-ass excuses are even more pitiful than earlier.
Why haven't you visited our troops serving in war zones in Iraq and Afghanistan in the 2 years you've been in office as Commander-in-Chief?
Well, I think you will see that happen. There are things that are being planned. We don't want to talk about it obviously because of security reasons and everything else. But there are things that are planned. As you know, I was very much opposed to the war in Iraq. I think it was a tremendous mistake. It should have never happened. You're right. I don't think anybody's been more with the military than I have as a president in terms of funding, in terms of all of the things I've been able to get them, including the vets. I don't think anybody's done more than me. I've had an unbelievable busy schedule, and I will be doing it. On top of which you have these phony witch hunts. On top of which, we've just been very busy. But I will be doing this.
For a guy who is desperate to appear better and more capable than his predecessors, he sure is missing the mark. He is letting down our active military and vets like me each and every day that he continues to fake his way through this term of office. And for those of you faithful in the Make America Great Again crowd who use the troops and the flag as some sort of patriotic currency, if you are silent about this from Trump, you can now feel free to shut your mouths about love and honor for our military. Because I can tell you from hard-earned experience in the United States Marine Corps, your words, excuses, rally chants, and patriotism only serve to make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. They do nothing, I repeat, nothing, for the men and women who are actually selflessly serving our nation, putting their words into action when it actually matters and makes a difference.